Dang.
Oh.
Use your monkey hands to get that out of there.
There you go.
Which one are we doing first? Noobs IPA?
Knobs.
I think it's Knobs. It's N-O-B-S.
N-O-B-S.
It's not Nolos?
What?
N-O-L-O?
No, it's Knobs.
Knobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knobs IPA.
I wrote it down off
Prickley
the website.
Rancher. Prickley Rancher.
I don't know.
I thought they were both 3.4%.
No, that's
they were
the dated.
Ooh, boy. Welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas. I'm Rich.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Dolan.
I realize every time I go really fast. I get
do.
excited about
Pumped,
drinking
man.
beer. Right?
It's like, you put a big bone in front of a dog, you expect him to get excited, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing
Well,
here.
we got two big ones in front of us
Two crowlers,
today.
yeah.
Two crowlers from Pal's Brewing Company in North Platte, Nebraska.
Never been there.
I've driven through. Actually, I have been there.
I've been there, but not to the brewery.
Yes,
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been in North Platte a lot,
Yeah.
but not ever to the brewery. We have Prickley Rancher IPA, and you're telling me it's Knobs.
Yeah.
Knobs IPA.
Yeah.
Looks like Noobs, but there's only one O.
Yeah.
Noobs.
I don't know if there's a big gamer culture in North Platte.
You
If
never
so,
know. You never
maybe
know.
it would be Noobs.
Maybe.
But I think it's Knobs.
Beers this week brought to us by recruiter Josh Rivera and his wife, who is a traveling. What is her specialty?
I
We should
could tell
know
you if I
this.
looked at some old videos, but she has traveled with us forever. Actually, her original, so Leah Rivera, her original recruiter was Mike Von Dolan.
Wow.
Oh, Mikey VD.
Mhm.
All right.
MVD. He's been on a couple episodes with us, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
And so he, through Leah, talked Josh into becoming a recruiter, and
Uh-huh.
the rest is history.
Now we have these beers.
Now we have these beers.
Well, enough
Can't
talk.
wait.
Let's
More
drink.
drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I got for... Ooh, whoa.
It's a weird color.
It's prickly pear.
There we go.
Is that what it is?
I'm
Prickley
ass-
Rancher,
I'm
right?
assuming.
Yeah.
Are there lots of cacti
Out
in,
west, yeah.
in Nebraska?
Yeah, way out west for sure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like Black Hills area?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Scotts Bluff, yeah, for
okay.
sure.
All right.
There is?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I
yeah.
didn't either. I mean, I drive I-80 a
Oh
lot.
my gosh, I did the same thing you did.
Well, it's a crowler. You're supposed to spill some.
Well, I know,
I
but
mean, they
don't
fill
do
it
that.
to the top for a reason.
Yeah, more beer
Right.
per buck. Okay, Pals, I wrote down just a quick overview. So this is like my bullet points, right?
Okay.
If I had 10 seconds.
Go.
Pizza, kid-friendly, leash dogs okay, picnic tables, cornhole.
Nice.
Those things sound good to you?
I would do all those things.
Then
At the
come
same
here.
time, probably. I
Yes.
would do all those things.
Leash dogs, not leash kids. That's probably okay too. If they're, being rowdy or
It
whatever.
depends,
But
yeah.
I feel like we should say, if you don't know what cornhole is, you probably call it bags.
Yes. Yeah.
if you don't know what cornhole is,
You're not from the Midwest.
no,
I mean,
you're not from
Yeah.
around these parts.
I think Dolan's right, though. It is called bags in other parts of the country or whatever. But
Yeah, bags and what is there? I feel like there's another one, but
Probably.
I don't know.
doesn't ESPN, like when they have,
yeah.
it's called cornhole, right?
I think so.
Because
I think
the
so.
bags are made of corn and it goes in the hole.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
I hate to get really deep in the weeds on this already, but I will.
Okay.
There are pro bag players. We'll call it
Yeah.
bags. And they actually have like ball bearings in the bag.
Really?
Okay.
And these bags, if you're a pro player, each one of these bags can cost anywhere from $300 to $500.
No.
Yes.
Sets or one
One
bag?
bag.
No,
Nah.
no.
Yes.
no,
yes.
no.
And because of the way the ball bearings are made, they are made in such a way that if the bag is hanging, let's say it's half in the hole,
Okay.
the structure of the ball bearing will make it so that it will continue to roll inside the bag and it will,
Drop.
yes.
And that's legal in like
Yes.
professional
Yes.
bags.
Yes.
Professional cornhole.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if everybody has them, it's fair, right?
I guess, yeah. You know, I think it's fascinating. I brought this up. I think I brought it up here. not too long ago. The sponsorships of professional cornhole, like Johnsonville Brats,
Sure,
or and that's the one that comes to mind.
There's got to be Keystone or somebody's.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wasn't Keystone the official beer of softball for a long time?
It was, yeah.
That's great.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, like beer league softball. I crushed some Keystone Lights. And
Dude, my
played some
brother-in-law
softball.
crushes Keystone. Still,
It's not bad.
All of the-
It's fine. It'll do its job.
yeah.
A
Takes
lot
a
of
lot
it.
of 'em.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Wow, this beer, I like it.
I do too.
It's pretty good.
Here's
It's
the
got
thing.
some IBUs for sure.
Well, and it's almost like they dropped a little Jolly Rancher in there, maybe.
Yeah?
It's kind of have that kind of sweetness.
I think that's You almost expect it to be fruited, like a fruity beer, and it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the IBUs are there on the back end.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Okay. This is not your website of choice when you're going like 4 out of 5. Like TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, yeah.
This is something else. It's called Travioso.com. Travioso.com.
Travioso.com. Okay.
And
Sounds like a Harry Potter.
Travioso. You're going to the
Travioso.
brewery because this is the list of 50 best breweries, microbreweries, or brew pubs in the United States.
Okay.
There were 50 on the list, as I said.
Sure.
I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4 that we have done before.
Oh.
Abita,
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Founders,
Yep.
Yeah.
Outer Range.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which one was that one?
Outer Range in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did some. Was it an IPA? It was
I
a
wanna-
pale ale. It was something. It was
I wanna
around
say
Christmas
that's
time.
right. Yeah. Let's go back and look.
Prost.
Yeah, I remember that.
That is a Denver brewery.
And then last but not least, Pals.
They made this list.
They made this list.
Dude, that is a ridiculously good
Right?
list to be on.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Holy
That's
smokes.
Probably because part of it was because has the brew pub, factor. So they're making their own food, which is pizza. They're known for their pizza. That's what people go there for: pizza and beer. And it's whatever. It's great. So
Is that heaven?
I think so. I think it is.
No, it's Western Nebraska.
Oh, it's Western Nebraska.
See, that was my Field of Dreams reference there.
It's baseball. Okay. This is a brewery that I've known about because of this feature. They
Okay.
have this feature, and I want to take part of this feature. It's called the McNeil House. Bed and brew. So you can rent a place. It's like a Airbnb at the brewery. You can stay there and have a little home base.
Okay.
If you want to maybe go around to Western Nebraska and hit a couple of the other places in the state that are out there. I think one's called was it Flyover?
Flyover. Yeah.
There's that. There's this one. There is Kincaidor kind of way out there.
Kincaidor's not too far.
So there are 3 or 4 places that are out there that you could,
Our friend
day trip
Jeremy
to.
Kirby at Divots isn't that
yeah.
far away in Norfolk.
So we've got this place you can stay at. It's $132 a night. It's a 1-bed, 1-bath, open room sort of concept. Think of like a like if you're going on
Like a studio apartment kind of
or
thing?
like a men's golfing trip or
Perfect.
park, poker weekend.
You just need someplace to pass out.
Yes. It has a full
Yeah.
kitchen,
Yeah.
has eating, dining room, sleeps 4, has a covered porch, fire pit. It has bike and walking path that takes you to Pals. You get, if you book this for a night, you get a $20 food voucher at Pals,
Oh.
and you get 4 free pints.
What?
Yeah. So you're almost making money at this point.
That'd be my pitch to my wife, actually. Like,
I mean,
look, we're making money here.
I mean, if it's, let's say there's...
Be a good halfway point
Right.
when you drive out to Colorado.
Absolutely.
Maybe. I mean, Ogallala's technically halfway in it.
yeah.
But it's still close enough.
Let's
close
say
enough.
the pints are $6. I don't
Yeah.
know, but let's
Yeah.
say they are. So it's $24 there.
24.
$20 in food. So you're at $44 right there in value.
$48.
There you go. Even better.
Even better. And it costs you $132 a night to stay there?
Yeah.
You're less than $100. Mm-hmm. You can't stay at a hotel for less than $100 right now.
Not where you can walk to this brewery.
No.
Okay. Just like a lot of other places, they have a mug club. They call it the Imperial Pint Club. It's $150.
Okay.
This is a feature that I like that I don't think most places do. 20 ounces of beer for the price of a 16. So
Oh,
every time you get a
value.
beer, you're getting more beer.
Value.
Yeah,
Yes.
16 ounce for the price of a 13. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
2 free beers on your birthday.
Boom.
10% off merchandise, glassware. You get a free customized mug.
Okay.
You get chances to get new beers first, like
Sure.
the roll out the release party sort of thing. And that's one of the things that they do.
Seems like a pretty friendly mug club.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be...
Some mug plugs.
One more time.
Mug
Clubs.
clubs.
There you go.
Pug mugs.
Pug
Yes.
mugs.
It's just his first beer of the day, folks.
Sorry, I've been hit over the head by a bottle. No, some of them, like, you pay for it, and they're like, oh, yeah, you get the 6-pack before we release it, and that's it.
And that's all you get.
You know, and maybe you get a T-shirt right away. But
I think it depends on the brewery and kind of maybe what they're known for. If it's one of those where it's like, their releases are their big thing and you can sell them on, Tavor or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Versus this is like the neighborhood place to go,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And those are the ones I like. These guys are into music. They have a lot of bands out there. So they have open mics.
Noted.
They have bands. Be a great place to crash if you're a band. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. One of the beers they have is called the Chris Lager
like the Chris Lager band.
Yes,
Yeah.
named after Chris Lager Band because they play there.
Yep.
A long time ago, used to open for them. My band used to open for the
They're
Chris Lager
still
Band.
around.
They're still around.
And he's also got a side project he's working on right now. I believe I saw a video of him. Features a couple saxophones.
A little more soulful, huh?
Yeah, and then he's got a female backing vocalist with him too.
Nice.
So it's kind of folky more.
Okay. So that beer is a 5.6 percenter. They have a Hefeweizen that's 5.8. They have one called Bourbon Bent that's 7.9. The Big Pickle, Dolan's nickname.
No.
The Big Pickle.
I've had this one from Pal's. Yep.
5.2% cream ale.
Oh, it's a cream ale.
And
Yeah.
it was really good too, because the pickle wasn't strong. It was pretty
It was
cream
just-
up front,
it
and
was
then a
just there.
little bit of dill in the back. Yeah, it was pretty
Mix
good.
it with this one, maybe. The Jalapeno cream ale.
Also
5.2%.
have had that one.
Oh, he's a Pal's expert over here.
Yeah. No. Those are the two that Josh gave me when he came in.
He's like, I know you.
He's
Here
like,
you
I want to
go.
give you a couple, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, I'm gonna give somebody else a couple or whatever.
Yeah.
So we got that all distributed,
Yeah.
and those are the two I ended up with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spruce Indipity.
Okay.
Spruce IPA, but it's
Okay.
black IPA.
Whoa.
6.3%. So that's going to be nice and roasty
Yeah.
and hoppy and chewy, and I want to have it.
Okay.
And then they have one called Pineapple Express. It's a fruit beer, 5.9%. And let's get into the food, right? This is probably the reason they got onto that list we were talking about, along with their beers.
Yep.
I wrote down three of the pizzas. One's called Hog Heaven.
Nice.
Sriracha Ranch. I've had 3 beers today.
Man, we're both on it.
I hit somebody in the head with a beer bottle. Okay. Pecan smoked pork, shoulder bacon. You guys ever had the shoulder bacon?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Is that
I feel like I have.
It's something you got to get from the
different
meat locker.
shape.
It's almost like a circle.
Yeah.
It looks like a ham.
is it different than back bacon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Crumbled Italian sausage, blue cheese, and marinated beer mushrooms.
Yeah. I'll
That's
take
on the pizza.
all those things.
I'm in.
This one's called the Nebraskan. Nebraska is kind of known for like
Beef. Yeah.
beef, pizza, and like combination, right? That
Okay,
seems to be
yeah.
their thing.
Yep.
So this one is ham, sausage, pepperoni, red sauce, mozzarella, ranch, drizzle.
Oh.
And then the
That
last
is
one,
so Nebraska.
Yeah.
ranch on it.
Yeah.
Right.
The Farmette, I think I wrote down. Shredded, fire roasted chicken, spinach, shrooms, goat cheese, garlic, avocado, oil base.
All day.
That is the one I'd probably get, and that's probably the one that my wife and I would smash.
So
Is it on a thin crust? Because I can imagine that being on a real thin crust.
that I don't know, but I would guess probably. I mean, they're making it in-house, so it's not like a super thick, deep dish
Right.
pizza. They also had pizza fries for like an appetizer. French fries,
Covered in
mozzarella, and
Okay,
sauce.
okay.
So just like a straight-up pizza.
Yum.
Okay.
So, like a cheese fry.
yeah.
Rib tips, 2 different kinds of cheese curds, hot pretzel with some dipping sauces. Those are some of the appetizers.
Awesome.
And they had, as far as
Probably
merchandise
good
goes,
mustard too. Yeah.
2 different camouflage hats.
Okay.
We're talking
Western Nebraska.
military,
Right.
army style.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're talking hunting.
Okay.
Doesn't surprise me.
But
at all.
I've never seen 2 different, varieties there. So that's what I have for the place itself.
Let me tell you exactly where it's at.
Okay.
Pal's Brewery is located at 4520 South Buffalo Bill Avenue. So when you're coming up, let's say you're driving from Omaha out there. When you get off of I-80, right there on the corner, there's like an old museum looking thing. Looks like a log cabin-y kind of thing. Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
It's worth checking out.
I've been there.
It's kind of kitschy.
When I was a kid, I used to go there. And you know what I got there? My dad had some cousins that lived up there.
Okay.
And we would drive there and we'd stop at that place.
Yeah.
And they had stuff that you could buy.
Of course.
One time I don't think they make these anymore, but it was a bow and arrow set with suction cup.
Yes.
Right?
I've had,
Yeah.
And then the other time I went there, I got a 4-car set of Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh.
I had the General Lee.
Yep.
I had Boss Hogg.
Yeah.
I had Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane's car.
Yep.
And I had the Jeep.
Oh, and the Jeep. Okay, yeah. Yep.
And boy, I played with those till the wheels well off.
Yep.
And that's when I think about that place.
I was going to say, like, maybe you got a cork gun. Maybe
they had those.
The rifle with the cork on the end.
With the string.
Yep.
No.
That's not the museum that goes over I-80, is it?
No, that's in
Which
Kearney.
one's that?
That's in
That's in
Kearney.
Kearney.
Yeah,
That's
in
right.
Kearney.
That's right. That's
You'll
right.
go past that first, right?
Yeah.
If you're coming from Omaha.
Yep.
Pal's Brewery is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and then Sunday, a paltry 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
So only 10 hours.
Only, right?
So every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every day, yeah. On their website, come as strangers, leave as pals. I think
Love
that's
it.
kind of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you want.
I mean, it kind of sums up how we are in Nebraska, kind of, right? I know we don't talk about us very much, but
Nebraska nice.
yeah.
Is
They
that what
hire
say?
somebody to do the Midwestern goodbye at the door.
Yeah.
Well,
I suppose I'll let you get back to it.
And then you do, well, we're on the porch now, so I'll let you get, well, we're at my car door now.
yep. I'm gonna let you get back out there.
Yeah. I suppose.
Located a mere 4 minutes off of I-80, family owned and operated since 2017.
All right. So we're at 6 years now.
Which kind of surprised me. With as much time as I've spent driving through western Nebraska,
Yeah.
that I've never heard of them.
Never
Now,
been there. Yeah.
I think it's a more local kind of place, right? Locals from around that area. Western Nebraska can be rather sparse.
Oh, yeah. It's not densely populated
Nope.
at all.
Look at them floaties you got.
I know. I
Oh,
can't
you
wait.
got some floaties.
That's some hops right there.
I'll give you a statistic. I don't know if this is still true, but I'll give it to you
Okay.
anyway. Okay. So, and you know this, Omaha is the largest in Nebraska by population.
Yes.
Omaha Metro, right?
Yeah.
Bellevue, La Vista, not
Yeah.
Council Bluffs,
Papillion.
Omaha, La Vista,
Yeah.
Papillion, that Bellevue, that type of thing. Then there's Lincoln.
Yes.
And then on Husker game day, there's Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
That's still true. Yeah.
It is still the third most populated city, in quotation marks, on
That's
Husker
crazy.
game day. Yeah.
Are we still on our sold out record?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the tickets are like buy one, get one free.
Right.
And they might have.
Some donors just buy a bunch of them and I don't know, burn them on the weekends
Yep.
for warmth. I have no idea.
I will say, at the first couple games last season, when the streak was really in doubt, there were some big donors that bought a bunch, and they gave them out to like Omaha Girls and Boys Club,
Nice.
and like Boys Town,
Fantastic.
and they got to bus a bunch of kids down to go to a football game. So
Awesome.
That's
good.
really
I like
cool.
that.
That is
so.
awesome.
If that's what it takes to keep it going, go for it.
So founded in 2017 by the I'm going to destroy this name.
Oh boy,
Oettinger. Oettinger.
Oettinger. Yeah.
Oettinger.
Yeah, sure.
Oettinger?
Oettinger. Yeah.
Oettinger family. During a Thanksgiving dinner 2 years before in 2015, they said, you know what? This town needs a brewery.
They weren't wrong.
That's cool.
And they did it.
Nice.
So there you go.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's what I got on. If you are driving through Nebraska, which happens, right? I mean, I-80 is a pretty,
It's populated.
Let me tell you
interstate.
what. If you're driving from one side of Nebraska to the other, you're going to want to stop a couple times.
Absolutely.
'Cause, oh my gosh, is it boring? Especially when you get past about
Yeah.
Hastings
Yeah.
on the interstate.
It gets
Oh,
a little,
whoa.
it gets a little.
That's where all the
repetitive.
the
maybe.
cool parks are, though. I mean, I
Yeah.
know people who
Yeah.
who travel western Nebraska just because they haven't been out there, but they do a ton of different things. Like you can go
Yeah.
out to the Panhandle. There's some more stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Is Chimney Rock over there?
Yep.
Yeah, Chimney Rock and all these different fossil beds and
Yep. That's where our only national forest is in
Yeah.
western Nebraska.
Well, it doesn't Badlands. The
the
Badlands.
Badlands
start
kind of come in there.
Yeah,
in
it starts there.
Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
moves up
like
into
mushroom, toadstool, something park is there. Yeah. Western Nebraska is beautiful.
It is.
I mean, it's way different than what we see out here.
You
It's
have-
more ranch land. It's more,
you have to experience it,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
you really do. So
I-80 probably isn't the best way to experience
No.
it. Let's be honest.
Get off that. Get on the highway.
Yeah.
Check this out. Go to this brewery.
Yeah.
Stay overnight. Do some satellite work. Drive around. Come
Lake
back home.
McConaughey is a really fun camping spot.
love
Cook,
Lake McConaughey.
Yeah.
Out there, way out there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I almost sunk a boat at Lake McConaughey one time.
happens.
We set up a tent on the beach in Lake McConaughey once and experienced a storm, and our tent was like all of our tents were all messed up. And
It's guaranteed a thunderstorm or
Oh,
tornado if you
without
go
a
camping
doubt.
out there.
you heard about that guy who set out to surf every single state? He wanted to ride a wave in every single state.
That seems impossible.
Impossible.
So
Impossible.
he waited years to where the weather was right in Nebraska to get it, but it was Lake McConaughey where
And
he
he
rode the
surfed
wave.
McConaughey.
Yeah, he surfed McConaughey.
I mean, I could see it if it was super windy, which it always
Yep.
is here.
Yeah.
You could probably, go for a
guess.
little bit.
yeah, you have to. He had to So once he got down to some of the Midwestern states, or where there's not
Yeah.
a lot of big waves in the lake or whatever, he would try to plan out the storm. So he'd see a storm was coming in, fly out. And a lot of times he would miss it because it just wasn't a big enough wave. But
So you're telling me he's rich?
Yeah, he has a lot of money.
probably, I
Not,
don't know.
Not me.
No, not you surfing.
No.
I could picture you on a surfboard, but with like a zinked nose, like from the 80s movies.
So I was a skateboarder when I was younger. We
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
But I tried surfing one time. We went to Hawaii on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It's a little bit different than skateboarding,
Sure.
snowboarding, or whatever. I'll tell you exactly why I didn't do it again, because they said, okay, if you fall, there's coral. Don't put your hands down,
yeah.
or whatever. So first time, as soon as I tried to roll and I put my hands down,
Yeah.
and I brought my hands up, and there was just blood all the way down my hands because it ripped against the coral, and just 1,000 little paper cuts in seawater.
No.
So salty water.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, it was terrible. And I'm like, that's it. I'm done.
Yep.
And I raised my hand, and there's just blood rolling down my arm.
And there's
Nope.
sharks hanging off your arm, and you're just
not
like, well,
doing this again.
I'm going back to the bar.
That is a great segue, because
Okay.
my research, I was like, what am I going to do? First thing I thought, ooh, Buffalo Bill Cody. I like that. We
Yeah.
talked about him.
Yeah.
And I saw the beer names, and I was like, okay, I know what we're doing. It's kind of like Hawaiian vibe.
Okay. In western Nebraska.
Pineapple Express. It's one of their beers. We're going in this movie.
Okay.
I have some maybe you didn't know ums about Pineapple Express. First of all, have you seen the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Great. Seth Rogen and his co-writer and friend Evan rolled all 100 plus joints for the movie.
No.
Yeah.
Themselves.
Yes, themselves.
Even the weird
The cross
the
one.
cross
Yeah.
one. Yeah, and he actually on YouTube has a
Like a tutorial?
tutorial on how to do it.
No.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Seth Rogen broke one of his fingers in a fight scene. So when at the end of the movie, he's kind of jumping down from up top, and he's
Yep.
jumping down. There's a cool shot of him, and he lands, and he broke his finger in there.
Like he landed wrong and
Yeah.
and put his hands down like I did? Okay.
Yeah. Danny McBride cracked his head open when he got hit by James Franco with the bong. So they're kind of having a fight, and he smashes him over the head. Not unlike something we saw earlier today.
Not unlike that.
And except he got cut open pretty good.
Danny McBride is so underappreciated.
Especially in that movie.
my
He's so good. James Franco. He's running through the forest. That's like when they're throwing their cell phones away, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
Yeah.
we're getting tracked, and they're running through the forest. Well, they had some stuff like screwed into the tree for lighting or something like that, and he runs by it, and this is one of the first scenes of the movie that they shot, and he cuts his head open big time, and he gets a whole bunch of stitches, and that's why in the movie he wears a headband. Because otherwise he had these
To
big,
cover it up?
yeah, he had a big bunch of stitches and a
No
big old
way.
nasty cut on his head. So they're like, well, I guess he's wearing a headband now.
All right.
James Franco doesn't smoke weed.
He doesn't.
No,
Okay.
but he sure act like it in the movie.
So does he got like tobacco, like
Yeah, there's some fake stuff in the movie.
American Spirit?
So
or
there's
whatever?
there's actually a couple people in Hollywood who make fake drugs
For movies, yeah.
for movies that are
It's like good for you.
It's
like
good for you.
Vitamins and chemical.
Yeah. A lot of times when you see like cocaine in movies,
Yeah.
So if they're doing rails,
yeah,
It's like a B12
it's
shot.
like it's like vitamins and stuff, and it's supposed to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no way.
That's why you might want to do like 30 takes. You'd be like healthy
And
as
the
hell.
smoke. There's a whole documentary on this. I don't know where I watched it.
Yeah,
but
I don't know either, Dolan.
There's like smoke. They make fake weed essentially
Okay.
that burns.
Yeah.
Like actual weed.
Like
and,
weed.
And this dude did a bunch of studies, found it, and then it's like, yeah, it's healthy for you.
If you're a traveling healthcare professional, please don't smoke weed while you're.
No,
on
you're
assignment.
gonna get drug tested.
That would be bad. But maybe if you get the fake weed, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's what I would do. Just watch the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Pineapple Express. You know what the name comes from?
No.
It's a weather system. It comes out of Hawaii, and it brings a whole bunch of rain
Okay.
to the Pacific Northwest,
Okay.
which is where most of our hops are grown, and some of these other substances are grown.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So it brings all that dampness, that liquid, that rain, and that's where the name comes from.
Okay.
So the strain that they're talking about in the movie, and why the movie's titled that, was fake. It was not a real strain. They just named it Pineapple Express.
I remembered what the documentary was about.
Oh, okay.
It was a behind the scenes Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good doc to watch.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
Interesting. They did a lot of cocaine in that movie.
Did a lot of everything.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
But yeah, they
Quaaludes.
had the whole like, how did you do this? How did you do that? And yeah, the guy like they interviewed people on the behind the scenes sets of
Wow.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red, Danny McBride character, right? In the movie, he's talking about his ex-wife is getting out of jail. And he's supposed to be going pick her up from jail or whatever. And they show a picture of her, like in the family photo frame.
Yeah.
That actress in the picture, Stormy Daniels.
That's not real.
It is. And guess what else? She also had very small roles in 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up.
What?
Yeah. There was a
Really?
movie. Yeah, for real. There was a billboard. When these movies come out in L.A. and Hollywood, right? There's billboards everywhere.
Right.
Well, it was a smoking billboard. Kind of like, the Marlboro Man in Vegas back in the day.
Yes.
It had actual smoke coming out of the billboard, but they had to shut it down because the fire department kept getting called because people thought it was on fire.
On fire. Yeah.
Right. So the budget for the movie was $27 million,
That's it.
and it made $101 million.
Nice.
Wow.
It's a good payday.
They talked about making a second one because it did so well, right? And Judd Apatow and Seth and those guys, they were like, well, maybe we want $50 million to make this one. And the studio was like, nah.
Really?
So they didn't.
Wow.
Diner scene at the end of the movie. So when they're all sitting together and they're eating their pancakes and whatever, totally unscripted. It's all
That's
free
all
flow.
ad-lib.
Yep.
Really?
All of it. Yep. The fight with James Franco and Rosie Perez,
Yep.
totally unscripted. No fight choreography. It's that's just rolling with it.
No way.
And she bites him like in the thigh. And she actually like really bit him, and he had a pretty good injury in his thigh. Rosie had a lot of dialogue in the movie.
Yeah.
And she went to the director and said, cut out most of my dialogue. And they're like, why? And they're like, we want you to be, she's like, I think my character would be more mysterious. Because we don't know. She's like a dirty cop.
Yeah.
And the dialogue was more like, she's blatantly bad, right? And she's like, I kind of want to leave it more open-ended.
Okay.
So she had some of her dialogue taken out of the movie.
All right.
There's a line in the movie, I think, where Red says it, and it says, Ted Jones, which is the main drug dealer by Gary Cole's character, messed with the wrong melon farmers. And that is an homage to 80s movies when they would dub them on TV.
Yes.
So like Yippee-Ki-Yay, one on TV would be,
K.A. melon farmers.
So
yeah.
he says that in the
That
movie.
was so bad. Just blank it out.
Cover earmuffs, kids, for this one. The word fuck and its derivatives are used 180 times in this movie.
Of course. It's a
Yes.
Seth Rogen movie.
second only to like maybe Quentin Tarantino
Yes,
movies.
Tarantino,
right?
yeah.
I think Django Unchained holds the
It's got a
record
lot,
for the
yeah.
most.
Wow.
Here's some of the people in the cast, right? And some of these I remembered, and some of them I'm like, I'm gonna have to watch this again. Craig Robinson
Yes.
is one of the hitmen.
Uh-huh.
He's great. Ken Jeong is in this movie.
Was he?
Yeah, and Bobby Lee. They're
Bobby
the
Lee's
Asian.
in it?
Yeah, they're the Asians.
Oh, that's right.
Bill Hader. He's at the very beginning of the movie. Mm-hmm. It's like the prelude to the movie.
Yep.
Like smoking the marijuana in the army or whatever in the
Yep.
bunker.
Yep.
Justin Long is in this movie.
Yes.
Amber Heard, pre Johnny Depp. Is
No
in this.
kidding.
She's the girlfriend. She's Seth Rogen's high school girlfriend.
That's right.
Ed Begley Jr.
Yep.
is her dad.
Yeah.
And Nora Dunn is the mom. She was an SNL alum.
Speaking of Justin Long, did you see it was just like the 23-year anniversary of the end of the I'm a Mac, I'm a PC
Really?
commercials. Yeah.
Wow.
Those ended in like 2010.
Dang.
And I still vividly remember those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Huey Lewis had an original song that he wrote for the movie called Pineapple Express.
Have we heard it?
Just in the movie.
Okay.
That was not a hit. He's kind of famous for another movie soundtrack, which would be Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Right?
Right.
There's a song by Eddie Grant called Electric Avenue. That's in this movie. Some of the other... Oh, this one. Everybody Have Fun Tonight, Wang Chung.
Wang Chung.
Then here's some of the other artists. These are more in line with what we were kind of thinking about. Cypress Hill,
Yep.
Peter Tosh, Bone Thugs,
Yep.
Public Enemy, Robert Palmer.
Ooh.
That's a little different,
That
right?
is different, yeah.
Not on the soundtrack, but in the movie, Grace Jones. You know her?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Kind of
She was
model.
Red Sonja.
Red Sonja. She was in a James Bond movie with Christopher Walken. She was a villain.
I want to...
Living Daylights, maybe?
Yeah, but what was her name? Her name was...
I can't remember.
It was something... It was a... No, it'll come to me.
She has a cover of Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire.
Grace Jones?
Yes, that's in the movie, but not on the soundtrack.
I need to look that up.
So that is my Pineapple Express information. And we have another crowler to get into.
Yeah, we do.
So let's do that.
All right, open that up.
All right.
I went a different direction than you did. On
Oh,
that
you
one.
didn't go to Pineapple Express?
I did not.
Surprised.
No, I keyed off their name
Okay.
on this one. Pals.
Oh, are we going to talk about the nursing certification for pediatric, whatever that is?
Yawn. No. We're not going to do
okay.
that.
Sorry.
Because here's the one thing I've learned, Brian. If nurses that listen to our beer podcast want to
Yeah.
listen to it because they like beer, they don't want to talk about work.
Oh, they don't want to talk about their certifications? Okay.
Pediatric Advanced Life Support, I believe, is
I
the
think you're right.
PALS. Yeah, so there you go. Now I'm going to talk about famous friends in history, famous pals
Oh.
in history.
Okay.
Fictional or otherwise.
Okay.
So what do you want to go with first? You want to go with fictional or do you want to go with nonfiction? You want to go with otherwise?
Let's go non-fictional or otherwise.
Real people.
Yes, and then finish with fiction.
As I'm pouring the knobs IPA.
That looks like a legit West Coast IPA. Look at that thing. That is, it's a brownish gold.
Yeah, it's like biscuity.
Something tells me you're going to love this beer.
Probably.
I'm going to tell you, this Jolly Rancher IPA is mine all day long. I love it.
It's good.
Jolly Rancher, juicy, prickly Rancher.
Yeah.
But it tastes like a Jolly Rancher.
And it looks like it had a
does.
Jolly Rancher in it.
Yeah,
So
That's
I
probably,
get that.
yeah, prickly.
I'm sure it's prickly pear.
Maybe.
Yeah, prickly
it's probably
pear,
true.
Jolly Rancher, maybe.
Okay, so
Ooh,
we're gonna
that'd be
go
a
with
good flavor.
we're gonna go with not real people first.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to
Is
tell
that-
us? How about you tell us one name and we'll try to guess the friend?
Okay, Tom Sawyer.
Huck Finn.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't let that blank look for a second. Jack Donaghy.
Oh boy.
I don't even know who that is. So.
Liz Lemon.
Ding, ding, ding.
God, I'm good.
Wow.
30 Rock, right? Liz
Yeah.
Lemon. Rachel, Phoebe,
Oh,
boy.
Ross, Joey, Monica.
Monica,
I hate that show, so
There
I
you
won't,
go.
I won't
Yeah.
respond.
My wife's watching it right now.
Beavis.
and Butthead.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, those are real people?
No, these are fake people. I told you we're starting with fake people.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that
Yeah,
what you said?
that's
You
what
start
threw
with-
him off.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing
Yeah, he
real
thought we were
people.
doing real people.
You know, Rachel, Phoebe, and Monica aren't real people.
Yes,
right?
they
Well,
are.
yeah, they are.
I mean, they're real people in real life. But it's-
well, that's why I was confused for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
wait a
that's
minute.
why he missed the first two, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Sherlock Holmes.
Watson. Doc
ding.
Watson. He
Yep.
was in the Scottish military, by the way.
Okay, this one's going to be a little. I'm not going to give you much on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
JD.
Beck and
D.
JD Beck and the keyboardist.
Nope.
Just kidding. Those are real people. I don't know.
Jack Daniels and Jim Beam.
No, well, that's close. No, it's not.
JD.
JD and Turk from Scrubs.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yep.
They are real life friends, by the way.
They
Those-
are. They
yeah,
absolutely
like,
are.
They are bros.
If you don't watch Scrubs, that show's funny. Underappreciated funny.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right, last one here. Charlotte, Miranda, Samantha, and Sex and the City.
I never watched it, so I don't know.
Carrie.
Carrie Bradshaw.
Yep.
I knew the name.
Do you know it? Did you
yeah,
watch the show?
No.
I never watched the show.
I mean, I remember it was on HBO because I had to wait for it to be over for Sopranos or whatever. But
Yeah. All right,
no, I'm not a fan.
I'm gonna give you some real people now.
Okay.
Okay.
The first one I got some commentary on because I think it's fun.
Oh, all right.
Mark Twain and Nikolai Tesla.
Weird.
Really?
They were okay. So when Tesla was sick,
Uh-huh.
he read a bunch of Mark Twain books.
Yeah.
Started writing letters to Samuel Clemens.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, and then they became friends, got to know each other, and eventually they became really like best friends, like really good friends. I never knew that.
There is a brewery in his hometown, Mark Twain's hometown.
Okay.
And it's got some Mark Twain themed beers.
Oh,
Yeah. So
really?
That'd be fun. And they have a casino. It's on the river.
Oh.
It's a river town
I'd
in
go
Missouri.
there.
So
Yeah, I'd go there.
my in-laws actually went there. You know what Mark Twain stands for? It's a water measurement on a riverboat.
Okay.
It's how deep the water is. So it would be 3 Twains would be, you'd check it on the boat.
Oh.
And you'd say Mark 3, Mark 3 Twain or whatever. And he used to work on a steamboat,
Yep.
riverboat.
Yep.
And he was like, Mark Twain.
Mark
That's
Twain.
my nom de plume.
I like it. All right, I'll give you the first of the real people. You got to give me the best friend.
All right.
Okay. This one's easy. Matt Damon.
Ben Affleck.
Yep, easy. That one's easy.
Affleck.
Okay, back to 30 Rock. Tina Fey.
Tina Fey.
Amy Poehler.
Yes. Yes.
Dang.
Think about that.
Yep.
I need to watch more TV and stuff.
I guess.
I'm gonna go next one. DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Well,
And
it's Will Smith, Fresh Prince.
yeah.
Here we go. Brian, this one's just for you.
Oh,
Betty White.
well, she has 3.
Well, okay, sure, but in real life, best friend.
Real life best friend.
Yeah,
Oh my
real
gosh.
life best friend. I did not know this either.
I might not know this.
Lucille Ball.
Really?
Oh, that makes
Lucille
sense.
Ball
Yeah.
and Betty White were best friends.
That
in real
makes
life.
sense.
That's the name of my hedgehog, Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball. That's funny. That's actually a pretty funny name for a
It
hedgehog.
is kind of, but it's not red, is it?
George Burns.
George Burns. Wow.
Comedian. Another
Yeah.
comedian.
Oh, yeah. He's old with the cigars.
Yeah.
Oh God, You Devil movies. I
That
remember
was,
those.
that was a great movie.
I don't know who.
Jack Benny.
Jack Benny.
Jack Benny.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Jack Benny show.
Okay, here-
that's from the 50s.
Finally, I'm gonna go backwards here because I think you'll get the last one if I go the right way.
all right.
So Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
and
Well, Dean Martin was one.
There you go.
And Peter Lawford. I'm going to throw that one as for extra credit.
extra credit.
But he was a brother-in-law.
We will accept that answer.
So he was a
Yes.
brother-in-law to
Yeah.
Sinatra.
Sinatra and Dean Martin. I mean, that's
You could have gone any way there,
Right.
right? Yeah. What I wouldn't give to go back in time, like he was like, well, if you go back in time, what would you do? I would go back in time to Las Vegas and go to the Sands, and I would watch Sinatra.
Like late 50s,
Oh
early
my
60s. Yeah.
gosh! Could you imagine that show?
That'd be great.
Oh my gosh! I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah. That would have been back when maybe Dino was still drinking whiskey in his glass and not
Oh man, he
fake
was just
iced tea or whatever.
Yep.
Apple juice.
Okay, I'm gonna go one more
Okay.
because I want Dolan to drop in a little song right here for us.
okay.
I want him to drop in some more of this Knobs IPA for me. It's very tasty.
There you go.
that's
You
it.
were right.
Here you
I do
go.
like it.
I bet you do. Yeah. The three best friends that anyone could have.
The Three Stooges. I don't know.
Well, no, that's
The three best friends that
anybody could have.
That's
Drop that in
from
right
The
here.
Hangover.
The Hangover. Yeah.
Alan, Phil, and
Alan, Phil, and why am I missing
Bradley
the other guy's
Cooper's
name?
character.
yeah, come on.
What is his name?
I had to look it up too, quite
me
honestly.
think.
Even though I've seen the movies
Phil. I just watched this movie.
100
You did?
times.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Come on.
Phil.
Alan, Phil, and
I don't know.
Stu.
Stu.
Oh, Stu.
Stu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alan, Phil, and Stu.
Yeah.
Three best friends that anyone
I
could
never
have.
saw the third one.
You know, it's worth watching.
Is it?
It is.
Is it better than the second one?
I don't mind the second one. I think the second one
The second one's pretty
funny.
good.
The second
Yeah.
one has a monkey.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yes.
okay, I'm in for this.
Second
and he's
one's
like
pretty funny.
Dude,
It's like some shenanigans.
Again.
Yeah.
The third one was like, bleh.
Man.
I never saw the third one.
I didn't like it. It was they were trying to connect
all of them together.
all of them together, and it was just
Yeah.
like those two instances were brought to you as separate instances.
I'll tell you that
I don't know.
I rather enjoyed it.
Okay.
I don't mind
So I should
it.
watch it.
You should.
The third one?
The second one and the third one, yeah.
Oh, I'm
The
talking
third
about
one, the third one does kind of bring it all together.
it's
but it
supposed to.
doesn't.
That's how they do it.
I like the first and
trilogy.
second. Sometimes you don't need more movies of the same thing.
Unless they're
That's
worth
what-
like, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I guess.
They did make a lot.
Todd Phillips,
Yes.
aka the Joker movie.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is his movies.
That's his movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same dude.
Yep.
And the other one just got done shooting.
four?
The second Joker.
Yeah, the
Oh.
second Joker.
I'm
which is
moderately concerned.
allegedly a musical style.
I'm moderately
I
concerned
can't
about
wait.
this.
Oh, he won't fuck it up.
Here's the thing, though. I trust him, though. I trust
Mm-hmm.
him. I came around on this Joker movie because here's the deal. It's an Elseworlds. All right. So
Yes.
if you follow DC Comics, it in some world, in some iteration, somewhere out there, this is the Joker,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I didn't mind
I
it.
can't wait.
Man, when I first saw it, though, I was so anti that movie.
Really?
I hated it
I
so
loved
much.
it.
I heard the
No.
opposite. I've heard a lot of people loved it.
I
A lot of
did.
people did love it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, was he up for a bunch of awards for
Yeah,
that movie, right?
yeah,
Did he
yeah.
win?
I still have yet to watch it.
Oh, you should.
It's worth seeing.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Now,
I keep my wife is just not interested at all. So every time I'm like, I want to watch this movie.
But you know what? It's almost not a comic book movie.
it's not. It's 1,000%
It's
not
more
a comic
like
book movie.
It's more like a Scorsese movie,
Yes.
if you will.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah.
a crime movie.
yeah.
It's like a dark, and Mark Maron's in it.
Yes, he is. Yes,
And I like
he
him,
is.
so.
And it kind of
De Niro.
connects to the Batman, to the new Batman
Okay.
series with Colin Farrell as the Penguin, which they're doing the HBO special
yeah.
on, and
Yeah.
or the HBO series or whatever. I could see his Joker fitting into that
Yeah.
Batman world.
Yeah, that'd be
To
cool.
that Gotham City,
That'd be great.
for sure.
Wow, we went all over the place today,
Yeah, we
boys.
did. Yeah, we did.
I can't believe in the fictional Friends you didn't have like SpongeBob and Patrick. That's historical.
I limited my.
I mean, Beavis and Butthead was pretty good.
Right.
Cat Dog,
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy.
Could you call Cat Dog best friend?
Well, they had to be, right?
They had to get along, or else life had
would
to cut
suck.
himself in half.
How did Cat Dog go to the bathroom?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Sometimes
I don't think they
ignorance
did.
is bliss.
That's he's right about that.
Yeah, sometimes
I
that's
never really
true.
wanted to think about that, but
Yeah.
now
I've
I have
always-
to. Thanks,
yeah,
Rich.
There you go. Yeah, I'm here to
how did
provide some value, I guess. I don't.
Tommy
I
and
don't know.
Chucky.
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. I missed a lot of them.
Well, there's a lot of friendships.
There is a lot
right?
of there. I mean, it's relatable.
Yeah.
Rich, Brian, and Dolan.
There you go.
Oh, Three amigos.
There you go.
3 best friends.
All right, TripAdvisor, 4.5 out of 5 on 180 reviews. JT Kohler 2. He was mad.
Big Mad?
Yeah, he was mad.
Why?
It was too crowded.
This place is too awesome.
Yes, that's exactly why. It's so awesome. We walked in and saw it was too crowded at 5:30 and too noisy. The
On a
tables,
Friday,
wait.
probably
5:30.
5:30. Yeah, duh.
It's dinner time.
All right.
Duh.
Pizza at 5:30. That
Pizza,
makes
beer
a lot-
at 5:30.
Why were you there at
Right.
5:30?
Yeah.
If your
Hey,
problem
that's
is
a great question, Dolan. Why did you go at 5:30,
Right.
dude?
Yeah. If you don't like crowds,
Get there at 4:30.
Get there at like 30 minutes before they close, and
Yeah,
be
they'll
that.
love that.
If you're already
yeah,
going to
that's
be
a
an
great
asshole,
idea.
if you're
Right.
already going to be an asshole,
Just
Yeah.
big up it. Okay.
Yeah, be a real asshole. The tables are too close together. So not only is it loud and crowded, but
Yeah.
they're trying to put as many people in there as possible because, God forbid, a brewery makes money.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
He just wanted one table apparently.
Yeah,
For
I guess
him.
so. Yeah.
Get out of here.
It is located outside if the city.
Okay.
Didn't make that
Oh,
part
boy.
up. Yeah.
yeah, typo.
10-minute ride. So he had to drive 10 minutes to get there, and it was too crowded.
In western Nebraska, 10 minutes is nothing.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
You're out of the town in 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's it. That's his whole review.
That's his review.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't like
yeah.
it.
So nothing about the pizza, nothing about the
No,
beer.
no. And that was a terrible. That was a 0, or that was a
Oh
1 out
my
of 5
gosh.
review.
All atmosphere based off of him driving 10 minutes to a brewery that he chose to go to knowing it was 10 minutes away.
How could you
At
be mad that it's
5:30,
10 minutes away?
Peak time.
I don't like that. That's one of the worst reviews I've ever heard.
It's possibly one of the worst. Yeah, like they're
I
so
almost
awesome.
think it's
it
fake.
sucks.
It's all his choices.
Yeah.
right.
Oh my gosh. That one really rubs me the wrong way.
That
Right.
does. This guy is.
That's
Yeah.
a prickly.
Yeah.
Prickly Rancher
He's a-
IPA.
He's a prick, all right.
All right, Untapped. Let's go with. Did you say it was Knobs? Is that
Yeah,
Knobs?
that's what I say.
Okay, I had to look him up because I didn't.
The handwriting, it's tough.
I didn't do.
It does
this.
look like Nolo's. I see where you could say that. And also, if you kind of look at it, I don't want to be the one to point it out to you, but it does look like one testicle, one penis, another testicle. I'm just saying.
It does kind of look like that.
It
That's
does
true.
look like that too.
Yeah, with a weird dot over the top of it. So.
Don't
a
worry.
lot.
Whoever wrote this down, you still have better handwriting than I do.
Oh yes, me
Yeah.
too. I can't even read my own notes.
Yep. So Prickly. Let's go with Knobs first. Where do you think we land? 373 check-ins on that beer.
I think we're gonna go 3.68.
372.
376.
Ooh,
376.
Nice.
Yep. The next one.
Prickly Rancher.
There's two different check-ins for Prickly
Okay.
Rancher on here. I'm gonna go with the.
are they both the same 7.6%?
Oh, you know what? There's the Prickly Rancher, which is an 8.1,
Ah.
Okay.
which is weird. We're gonna go with the 7.6
There
right
you go.
here.
There you go.
Only 6 check-ins. So this
Oh.
must have been a
Is this a
new,
seasonal?
Maybe.
I'm sure it's a spring seasonal with the prickly pear.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so if we all check it in, which you guys are lacking,
Dude,
by the way,
it'll
Yeah.
grow by 50%.
we'll have 3 more check-ins.
Here's the thing: with only 6 check-ins so
Yeah.
far, nobody ranked
It
it,
can't
so
rank
it is
it.
still a 0.0.
That's never happened in the history of the show.
Never.
Fives.
All 5s.
I'll tell you
fives.
what, if we could
It was really good.
influence it.
Yeah.
I went back for 3 different pours.
Yeah, it was good. And there's still some in here, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for you. I'm saving that for
I
you.
am
finish that
doing
off.
terrible at Untapped. I apologize. I have had
guys.
so many new beers too, and I just like if I. You know what I'll do? I'll pull out my recycle bin
Yes. Scrummage through.
and one by one,
Picture
just,
all the dent-up cans.
there you go.
Actually, just
right.
take a picture of your recycle bin and just
Use
use
it for
that photo
everyone.
over and over and over again as you check in all these beers.
That would be funny.
Yeah. All right.
Wow, 0.0 because no
0.0.
ratings.
Super new. So, I mean, that's awesome. Like,
They're probably not even making it anymore.
right? Thanks
It wasn't on my list that I wrote down.
Josh and Leah for bringing this for us, man.
Yeah,
That's-
thank you
that
so
is
much.
Awesome.
Those
So
were
good.
good.
Yep. They brought the raspberry one. It's like the raspberry explosion or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I snuck that and I drank it one Friday here. And
You
Did
love
you?
raspberries.
it was awesome.
Yeah, there's still a couple of crawlers back there that need to get drank.
Well,
I mean, they've been in there for a minute.
I know a couple of us will,
We could
do
work
that
on
for
those.
you.
Yeah, we'll take that bullet. So,
Mm-hmm.
next couple weeks, sadly, we get away from beers,
but it's
but-
America's birthday.
that is true.
Yeah.
And so, what happens when you go to some of those events, right?
Like a, backyard
Jungle
barbecue.
juice.
Yeah.
You reach in the
Demolition
cooler.
derbies.
It's not your cooler. You reach into somebody else's like, hey, go over there and grab yourself something.
Whatever you get, you get.
I don't like those parties. I'm just going to say.
Well,
I bring my own
yep.
steal your face cooler.
There
Don't
you
do
go.
that.
Oh, yeah.
But, whatever.
But sometimes you grab one of these because you want something a little bit different.
or you're,
maybe.
Lighter.
an untapped person like me and you want to try something new.
There you
Yeah.
go. So 2 weeks worth of non-craft but alcoholic beverages. How about
Yeah.
that? That's the only
Okay.
tease I'm going to give you.
It's
right,
still in
that's
a
coming up.
can.
Still in a can.
Still makes you feel great.
You can still hold it in the pool or run
Yeah.
through the
They are
sprinkler. Or,
fantastic for
Put it in a
pools.
brewmate or an Atlas koozie.
There you go. Until then, we're not going anywhere for a while.
let's have another beer.